I hit record first.
Those are the duties.
Hello! If you're here, you just missed all the boobs. Andy discovered, I don't know. How do you describe what you're
I
doing?
I guess in Steam VR Home, you can open up community artwork for games that you have, and I opened up community artwork for Nier Automata, and I forgot how many people only play that game for boobs. And if you tell me you didn't play that game for boobs, and you like the boob art, you're lying. Oh yeah, we were here.
Oh, I guess I should put the headphones on so I can hear the game.
I mean, that's your choice. You don't have to do that. Do you have the headphones on? Should I
do.
put... Okay.
I'm ready. It doesn't take me that long to
the
put
amount of
headphones on.
reloading required in the heat of battle. We wanted players to be able to upgrade the pistol by increasing its ammo capacity. That might seem like a small change, but implementing it in a way that was intuitive to players and that didn't have a lot of negative side effects was surprisingly tricky to get right. Our initial mechanic for increasing the ammo capacity was to use double-sized clips. Once the pistol was upgraded, the player's backpack held clips with twice as many bullets, and those were represented by a clip model that was twice as long. But unfortunately, the longer clips presented a lot of distracting fictional problems. For one, they looked ridiculous protruding out of the pistol. Players were also left wondering what was going on in their backpack to transform the single capacity clips that they had in there into the double capacity versions that they were pulling out. We were also left with the sort of absurd implication that the pistol clips found in the world now magically all had to be the upgraded double-sized versions. And while we did scrap the double-sized clips, the concept was still enticing. We just needed to find a better metaphor. So then we started looking at the hoppers that were used on paintball guns that could store large amounts of paintballs. In fact, the final upgrade that resulted from this whole line of thinking is still internally referred to as the bullet hopper. So with this in mind, we next needed to design an intuitive interaction model. Players were already satisfied with our existing pistol interaction, which was eject the clip, insert the next one, chamber, and then shoot. So we wanted to preserve these skills that players were already beginning to master. So players would still reload the gun as before, but small mechanical prongs would steal bullets from the inserted clip, pull them into the hopper, and then place them into the firing chamber as needed. Audio cues were also added to clearly communicate the state of the hopper loading process. The hopper also impacted the visual design that we used to convey the state of the pistol. Originally, the clips themselves had a numerical counter indicating the number of bullets remaining, and on its own this was fine. Players understood it easily. But the readout on the bullet hopper was on the opposite side of the pistol and had a pattern of blue dots indicating the amount of bullets remaining. So these two representations in two different locations made it difficult for players to quickly determine the total number of bullets in the upgraded gun. To solve this, we designed a single visual readout on the side of the pistol grip. It structurally matched the state of a pistol clip, the pistol's bullet chamber, and the bullet hopper if the upgrade was acquired.
Well, isn't that neat?
Haha, guns go burr.
Oh, that's a mess.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah.
Oh no, another puzzle.
2 puzzles.
Pew!
That one's easy. $38 resin.
Bet we could do something cool with that. Oh, we already have that one. That's handy. When did we get that?
I don't know. I was making a tweet. I wasn't really super paying attention.
Man, I forgot.
He also talked for a really long time, so I didn't understand.
I feel like we didn't actually get that one. Did I get that one? Maybe I haven't used the pistol a lot.
I caught the part where he was saying they used paintball guns.
Yeah, that was the idea behind it.
Yeah. So what was it? How did they solve it? Just that the gun can hold more stuff?
Yeah. See, it's got the...
Oh, great.
And then it shows it on the side here.
Sure. So the clips and everything are the exact same.
Yes.
It's just that the gun can hold more stuff.
Yeah, see, there's stuff in the gun even though the clip isn't in.
I see. That makes sense.
Alright, did the shotgun have anything good? Nah. I want... do I want that or do I want the... What's this? To quickly load the... Nah. I want this one. I want extended magazine. Woo! 8 resin. Oh, that's cute. Never noticed that before.
You can put that to good use.
There we go.
Out of cells.
Nice.
I went on a snack quest
That's okay.
while you were upgrading your stuff.
I was upgrading the guns. Get
Gun grade, am I right?
now it's the other hand that's getting messed up. That's not where my hand is. Alright, that's better. Gunk grade? Is that what you said?
I think something like that.
Yeah,
I don't remember
alright.
exactly what I said. But it was similar.
Someone's down there.
They see you.
Well, I don't want them to see me.
They think you're quiet.
Oh, I'll show him quiet. Yeah, you better run.
She shot me in the head a couple times, but I didn't die.
Sometimes that's just the best we can all do, you know?
Get shot in the head and not die.
Yeah.
Ah! Wanna be famous?
Yeah. Aw, those boxes are in the way. These boxes are too heavy. Yeah, that kills me.
Never survive a jump from this height.
No, absolutely not. Why were you considering?
No, but some voice in my head told me maybe I could jump. Some strange subconscious need. I do like the little death symbol.
Yeah, it's like, you shouldn't do that. Okay.
Be crouching.
We gotta go over here, I guess. Maybe. Oh, look at
Heat's
that.
on. Gotta turn the heat off.
Russ,
I'm already walking past you.
Okay.
I'm right next to you.
is he okay?
Oh, he's fine, Alex. He's working away over there.
Good. Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, he is missing a leg, though.
Yeah. No, he was missing a leg before.
Right. Well, it's still gone.
Thanks, Russ.
Sure thing.
Are they talking about her dad?
Yeah. He said, oh, Russell is like, oh, well, he's missing a leg. And Alex said, oh, he's missing one before. And Russell's like, oh, well, it's still gone. Aha, it's a locked door. One of those locked door problems. Bam! Fixed it. Not so locked anymore, are ya?
Puzzle games. Bam.
That's right, puzzle games with a gun.
Oh, shake that. Yeah. RIP that guy. Oh. Double shake, double shake, double shake. Oh my god, they exploded.
Shook him too hard. Double shake.
I'm gonna shake my fist at you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Someone put a lot of effort into those dish soap bottles, and I appreciate them for it.
Yes.
I want to know about the soap bottle.
Nice. Whoa. You ever fling a pickle?
A pickle?
Yeah, like this. This is a pickle. You'd call this a pickle in the industry,
Oh, okay.
or at least for chain motors, you'd call this a pickle. I assume it's would have a similar name if it's just controlling a scissor lift.
Rip.
That guy was gonna be a problem.
Is that butter?
Might be. It's I don't know. How do you pronounce that?
Butter.
Butter. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, a ladder. Hello? Want some butter?
He's lactose intolerant.
Happens to the best of us.
Weep.
I made these bullets fall out. Oh, hey. How's it going?
Hello, gang.
Eat that.
Eat that, baby. We have so many guns now.
I've got 3 of them.
It's a lot.
Can't move that one.
Wow.
I don't know. It's just immovable.
Very dense.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's weird.
There's something too heavy in there. Yep, I don't know. Can't
Lead-
move it.
Lead crate.
Yeah. Milk crate made of lead. You know, the usual. Aw, nice.
Oh, Alyx!
Are you seeing that?
The Vortigaunts are taking down the substation!
Yes!
This might work.
Deploy technician teams to Gourd 496477. Maintain priority.
That's the refinery, isn't it?
I think so.
It's the part where the thing happens.
What thing?
The thing at the refinery. Don't you remember that thing?
Is that in the refinery?
Yeah.
I only remember there being vodka in the refinery.
Well, there's vodka and the guy.
In the guy?
Yeah, the guy.
Is there? I guess I'll find out.
Back here again.
I mean, I don't think anybody's here. I think you could just talk about it.
No, the VOD.
The VOD.
Do it for the VOD.
If you're watching the VOD and you don't know what happens, I'll tell
You're
you.
very happy that I didn't spoil anything.
Snape dies.
What the fuck? No, he doesn't. Okay, so we can jump on that scissor lift now.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Nice.
Love to jump on a scissor lift.
I mean, wouldn't you? Beep, beep. Oh, okay. Man, they were really cautious with the elevator, and they're like, you have to make sure that you hide the player's vision, and then they get to this point, and they're like, well, if they made it this far.
Well, I think this one's a lot lower. The other elevator, you went up like a bunch.
That's true.
And you couldn't really see where you were going. For this one, I think, since it was just one floor,
Yeah, alright, that's
probably
fair.
wasn't as bad.
Eat soap, stupid. Stab a dude with this.
Screwdriver and a plunger. What else could you need?
It's generally a requirement that all new enemy types have a section of the game designed to introduce them. We rarely build the introduction early on in the process, though, because it's often through playtesting that we learn exactly what aspects of the new enemy need to be highlighted in the introduction. In addition to understanding the capabilities of the new enemy, we also find introductions help solidify the very existence of the new enemy type in the player's mind. Without an explicit introduction, we sometimes find that playtesters confuse multiple enemy types, conflating them in their minds. This was the case with the Suppressor, the class of soldier that's designed to pin a player behind cover while other soldiers advance on them. The Suppressor is an inversion of the previous soldier classes, who've all focused on trying to push players out of cover. suppressor introduction stretches across the next 2 rooms. In the first, players see the suppressor firing at zombies, giving the player a moment to safely observe its firing behavior. They also get to hear its associated sounds, which are important to learn for future encounters. In the second room, players learn to fight the suppressor themselves. This is relatively straightforward when the suppressor is alone, but will become more involved in later arenas, where we combine the suppressor with other soldier types.
Ha! Combine.
Oh, like them.
Like them.
Shit, dude. Calm down. He ran away. I'm just that intimidating.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Okay. We're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Get him, plunger. No, no. He did it. Oh.
Okay.
You good, Alyx?
3 mags left.
There's a thing in the real world that I touched there when I tried to grab this bottle.
Where?
Right around
Oh.
here.
That would be a t-shirt.
Well, I grabbed the bottle and felt the t-shirt. It was really weird. Wasn't expecting it.
Always expect the t-shirt bottle.
Always expect the unexpected, so they say.
Mm-hmm. Like a t-shirt bottle.
Yep. What is that, like a t-shirt in a bottle?
No, it's a bottle that you think is a bottle, but it's a t-shirt.
Oh, that makes sense.
You see.
I wanted to throw that through one of these broken windows, but instead I threw it just through a gap in the windows.
Rip. Hey.
Shake him by the head.
Wanna wear his hat?
He's got a good hat.
Do we ever see what Combine look like under their helmets?
I'm pretty sure not really. In this game, we see some of them without, like, with broken helmets. You see that they've got, like, a weird brain thingy in their head. Don't we all have weird brain thingies in our heads, though?
I sure don't. Head empty. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Okay, there's no direct path from where you are to the vault, so you're going to have to snake your way there.
Well, it's huge, so it shouldn't be hard to know which way I'm going. I don't understand what they're doing with it here. If this weapon is so powerful, why keep it locked up in a dump like this?
My guess is they're trying to find a way to ship it off Earth, back to their home or some other planet.
Why not use it here?
They already won this war, Alyx.
It isn't practical to spend development time or art resources evenly across every part of the game, so we rely on strategic reuse of resources to maintain fidelity and specificity across the game's environments. This space was initially constructed using industrial models and textures seen throughout many previous environments. To set it apart, we added the large cables and Vortigaunt pods to imply a makeshift combine power plant whose purpose was to transmit energy to the substations. The juxtaposition of this abandoned industrial space with the large combine cables created enough visual interest to make the space feel meaningful at a relatively low cost. The cable motif was subsequently added to other parts of the game to increase visual interest and give the player a sense of being led toward the vault. It may not be obvious, but the cables exiting through the ceiling here continue onto the exterior of the building, across the large construction courtyard, and over the roof of the distillery building, presumably continuing on to a substation or other combine infrastructure. Players may not notice that continuation, but such details help guide us in building a world that feels connected and consistent.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. Make things consistent so they feel consistent.
Yeah, why would you do that? So weird. Oh, sneaky bitch.
Some bitches be sneaky. Resin.
Give me that.
You love to see it.
Oh, we love to see it. Whoop.
Well, that's not a death jump.
Nope. That was a normal jump.
Why do you think stuff tastes different if you drink it through a straw?
Because your nose is a different degree of involved in the flavor, I'd imagine. I think if you eat something, you smell it more than when you're drinking it through a straw.
Right, but I mean, like, you know, drinking a drink versus...
Oh, drinking it through the cup? I mean, kind of the same thing, right? If you're drinking in a cup, your nose is up in that shit.
Right.
But if you drink it through a straw, it doesn't really do the same thing.
That's really interesting.
That's my guess. Why?
That's a good guess. Did you say why?
Yeah.
Because I'm drinking this iced tea
Oh.
straw. And it tastes better than when I drink it through a cup.
Oh. Yeah, it's probably the smell, I'd imagine.
Do your hair. Do your hair. Oh,
We do our hair.
good. Koga. Oh, and it's gone.
Oh, I broke it. Koga, though.
Fresh Koga. We be sipping Koga.
Some glasses. There you go. He's
Oh.
kind of fucked up, but he's not. He doesn't have a helmet on. So, I mean, kind of humanoid. In a way. Humanoid enough, that's for sure.
Me too.
Oh, this guy has like some kind of piece of his helmet
Oh.
on him
he's
there.
the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what their head looks like.
Sure does. What are your thoughts on stuffing?
Like bread stuffing?
Yeah, like Thanksgiving stuffing.
Oh, it's awesome. What are your thoughts on
I
stuffing?
think stuffing's boring.
Oh, really? I really like stuffing.
I didn't really know there were so many people that were passionate about stuffing.
Like, what do you mean passionate?
Like a lot of people think stuffing's like really, really great. And I didn't know that. I assumed that everybody was like, this is a boring thing that we have to eat.
Oh, I mean, I always kind of enjoyed stuffing.
Why is stuffing boring? I don't know. It's just like bread.
Yeah, it's not special. It's
Like,
good with gravy, though.
cut
Whoa,
up
that's a
bread.
lot of guys.
Hello, Claire. Welcome to the stream.
Who's complaining about stuffing?
No one's complaining about stuffing.
Oh,
Me,
well,
I
who's
guess I'm complaining.
well,
about
who's
stuffing.
interrogating you about stuffing?
Claire.
Oh, classic.
Hello, stuffing hater. Hi.
Oh,
Welcome to our stream. Andy likes stuffing, so you could agree with him for once. Lose focus, lose fingers, am I right? I love that poster.
oh yeah, look at that. Oh, saw blade.
I don't know, maybe I just haven't been exposed to, like, good stuffing. It's just not,
Uh-oh.
it doesn't do it for me. Stuffing is exactly that. It's stuffing, and I could be stuffing myself with so much better Thanksgiving food. You ate an entire box of stovetop stuffing
One
last
left.
night? Holy shit.
That's impressive. Ah, I thought it was dead. Now I'm dying.
Welcome to Half-Life Alyx.
This looks helpful.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'm
right there.
gonna give it to that guy. Bye bye.
Blech. So gross.
It's what it's like to be a barnacle.
Always exploding. Oh,
ABE, always be exploding.
It's like herby carbs. Yeah, right.
You missed, dummy. I'm pretty low on bullets.
Like, stuffing's fine for, like, maybe 3 bites. But because it is just, like, bread with, like, a little bit of flavor to it. And it's, like, old bread, too.
Old bread?
Yeah, it's usually, like, the texture-ish of, like, being
Oh,
stale.
really?
It's not, like, you know, you get, like, bread at, like, a restaurant. And it's, like,
I-
really fresh and, like, warm and stuff. Like, that's good bread. I don't want, like,
Who the heck?
cold,
Oh.
old bread. Like, I
I mean-
associate stuffing with, like, croutons. except
Yeah, right.
softer.
Stuffing's usually wetter, though, than
Yeah,
that.
right. But it's still that, like, staleness to it.
I don't know. I don't get that. I always got stuffing with the gravy. That's where it's at.
It does not do
Ooh.
it.
What the heck? Sometimes the hand tracking gets crazy. Here you go. Blow up.
See, like, if you added sausage to stuffing, that would make it a lot more
Nice.
appealing to me, because it would be more than just wet
Well,
bread.
that would be ruining the stuffing, actually. Because there'd be meat in it.
Right, but like
Stuffing
having
is.
something other than just bread.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, it's a side.
But it's a bad side.
Oh. I don't know. I'm not really passionate about stuffing. I feel like usually I get pretty passionate about these things, but like stuffing is just like, yeah, I like it. I don't particularly care that much about stuffing. I want to go over there. Well, how do I get over there? There's stuff in the way.
Stuffing.
Oh shit, stuffing.
I forgot I had unicorn socks on today. Very happy about it. Get that stuffing out of the way. We gotta move.
Lose focus, lose
Lose
fingers.
focus, lose fingers. That's what happened to me.
You lost focus?
Yeah, and I fucked up my finger.
That'll do it. Did I come from this way? I think I did.
I don't remember. I was thinking about stuffing.
I
wasn't
did.
paying attention
Oh
where it came
god.
from.
My hand started drifting away.
Hate when my hands start drifting away.
It's the worst when I try to do a zip somewhere. And my hand goes...
Your hands don't come with you.
Well, it's like when I'm doing this and then my hand goes... Whoop! And then I launch to somewhere that I didn't think I would go. Can I just jump it? Oh, I can. Whew! Look at that. Alyx is like a parkour expert.
She's real good. She's got amazing knees.
Yo, what the hell happened to you? Okay. Put that in my backpack. I like that the system tries to make me catch it, and I'm really I just want to launch the next thing at me.
Yum, I like the sound of it.
Yeah, it's good.
Did we already talk about cranberry sauce? No, we only talked about stuffing.
Cranberry sauce is okay. It's like, you know, it wishes it was Jell-O.
I feel like cranberry sauce was never a really big part of my Thanksgiving experience. So I don't really have strong opinions on cranberry sauce. I do know that at school when they would have that Thanksgiving sandwich and it had like turkey and cranberry sauce in it, that was fucking delicious.
Oh, there's a lot of you.
I think cranberry sauce makes a good... It's a good accessory to other things. Not in the way that, like, you know, you could just eat a side by itself. Like, I don't want to just eat, you know. Some people have just, like, cranberry sauce, like, straight out of the can. It's like, here's, like, this.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's weird.
You have it with stuff.
Yeah. Like, cranberry sauce, like, on turkey, though. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's good on a sandwich. It's very good for sandwiching. But, like, I wouldn't necessarily, like, if I was serving myself at a normal Thanksgiving dinner, I wouldn't really put it on my plate just because I wouldn't think about it.
Last magazine.
Now, which kind of cranberry sauce do you like more? Is it the
No idea.
like the one that wants to be Jell-O, or like proper, like it's got cranberries in it?
Oh man, Claire just asked basically the same thing. She said, so do you have an opinion on the can or homemade? I don't know. Because like I said, I didn't really encounter it. Like, it might have been part of my Thanksgiving
Come on.
before I stopped going to my own family for Thanksgiving, but I don't know. I don't remember. So I don't think I have opinions on which is better. I'm sure the stuff at the sandwich place at school was just from the can. Claire says canned stuff is great.
Yeah, the canned stuff's better. Because it's, you know, you get to have Jell-O for dinner.
can does its job.
It's like a jiggler mold.
AI and VR. We love letters.
One problem we faced with the VR movement styles that Alyx supported was keeping the combat experience from diverging based upon whether players were using teleport or continuous movement. If the combat was significantly different depending on the player's movement setting, our playtesting requirements could explode combinatorially. One way that we prevented this combinatorial explosion was by ensuring that AIs could sense player movement, no matter which locomotion style the player was using. To do this, we created a visual proxy for players using teleport locomotion. Imagine a scenario where the player is behind cover, hidden from a soldier's sight. If the player used continuous movement to run to another piece of nearby cover, the soldier would see them while they were out in the open. But a player who instantly teleported from one piece of cover to the next would not be seen. To solve this discrepancy, when a player teleports, we leave a breadcrumb trail of invisible visual proxies, which the enemy AI can see. These
Makes
proxies
sense.
pass information to the AI, similar to what it would have gathered from seeing the player perform the movement directly. In this case, the soldier would know the teleporting player had left the original cover and run across open ground to the new cover, just like a player using continuous motion. While obviously not identical, in that the soldier didn't have a chance to take a shot at the teleporting player, these kinds of features did allow us to reduce the number of ways our AI logic needed to take player movement options into consideration.
That's neat. That's a good point.
That is cool. As you
Oh,
can
this
see,
is
we're
an
playing
arena,
this
isn't
game
it?
with commentary, because we played through this game back when it came out in the spring, and we like it a lot. So we're doing the commentary, and it's super cool. It's been very interesting to hear about all of the different things that they have to think about making a VR game that's long and narrative based and styled in a, realistic way.
Don't throw a grenade. Oh, it's right there. Is that gonna hit me?
Yeah, I hadn't really heard of game commentary until Andy suggested I play Portal with game commentary, and this is also Valve, so I guess, did you say they do that with all their games?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's commentary for everything since
Sorry to be asking you stuff while you're busy.
since Half-Life 2, as far
Yeah.
as I know.
I didn't find the Portal 2 commentary super interesting, but I only played a little bit of it.
Dang
The
it.
commentary for this has been super, super cool. Just because it's been like, here's all the things you have to think of when you're making a VR game. It's been very interesting.
Did he die? Oh, he's dead. Very good. Oh, hand tracking got crazy in there.
Yeah, I think since we're headed to the distillery soon, we'll be able to see some of the bottles soon. If you stick around for that part, the liquid physics in this game are literally the coolest thing in the
Nice.
entire world. And
Oh, yeah.
There's a commentary note about it. Because you can pick up a bottle of whatever, and you can, like, shake it, and it'll bubble, and it'll react, and all this stuff. And it's cool as fuck. It's just amazing. I really like this game.
Sneaking up on this
I'm
guy.
trying to think of
Hey!
other stuff that they've talked about in the notes, but I can't. Some earlier ones they were talking about in the couple of scenes that you have with NPCs, how they have to, like, keep in mind, like, if
Hand
you go and
tracking's
walk
crazy.
into their path, that doesn't work for your suspension of disbelief. So they were talking about how they have to block the scenes so that, you don't walk into the NPC and they don't walk into you. It's very cool. There's a lot of very interesting stuff. I really like playing with commentary.
Hold this! Yo! I nailed it. Oh, he's still alive. Okay.
That man can take a grenade.
He took a grenade, all right. Hold this. Oh, that was a
I am
bad
not
throw.
afraid of-
That was a bad throw. I'm sorry.
What if that one killed him?
That would be ridiculous. Whew.
Oh, yeah, pick that up.
And you could see, let me get into some light here.
I think there's another
Oh god,
guy.
there's more! What the fuck?
He broke your bottle.
I was gonna show it off, because there's sunlight over here. Nope.
They talk a lot about the different things that they had to look out for in
Oh, I
play
broke all the
testing,
bottles.
which is cool. Gameplay testing sounds
Phew.
cool, not just from the perspective of like people who have to play test, but like the stuff they have to look for. They were talking about one of the combat scenes, and they said one of the play testers was a professional marksman, so they had to. So he did something, and it was like crazy easy. So they had to adapt it, but also still make it reasonable for people who are not professional marksmen.
Is that it? You good? Okay. Good, because I
To
didn't...
be a combined soldier and take multiple headshots
Oh,
and
man.
just not die.
Multiple headshots from a shotgun. I was like, this man's not gonna die and I'm gonna run out of ammo. Alright, well I think I broke all of the bottles that were over here. Ooh, this guy's got ammo. Give me that.
It is. I think it's really interesting. If you're ever bored and just looking for, you know, media to consume, the VODs of us doing the rest of this, you know, they cover all the other commentary notes. So it's really cool just to hear
Could you-
about it.
Did you not fly everywhere? Thanks.
Trying to put your gun in the toilet.
Well,
Just stick your
sometimes...
head in a porta potty.
Sometimes there's stuff in them.
Yeah, there's stuff in there.
Fuck.
alright. Turn into the stuff.
God damn it.
Claire says that was for her.
That's right.
It's the kind of shit you gotta do in VR. Shove your head in a porta potty.
Sometimes you gotta do it.
Hello? Squishy sound?
Yeah, something. Something was squishing.
VR toilet. Soundscapes.
For Half-Life Alyx, we wanted to expand the functionality of our soundscape system, which is used to play ambient sounds. In prior games, we could generally only play one soundscape at a time. The player would be hearing either soundscape A or soundscape B, with a brief crossfade from one to the other. In this game, the soundscapes are much more flexible and can be overlapped in ways that enable more realistic transitions. For example, the volume of different soundscapes can be controlled by the player's position and the open or closed state of particular doors in the world. We frequently use this functionality in areas like this transition between indoor and outdoor spaces. If you pause outside for a moment, you'll notice the crickets, birds, distant dog barks, and other environmental sounds that help paint the picture of the quarantine zone late in the day. As you move into the indoor area, you'll notice the outdoor soundscape diminish as you move away from the door. In fact, if you close the door, the volume of the outdoor soundscape is reduced even further.
That's cool.
And as you progress into the building, you'll begin to notice the indoor soundscape consisting of the indistinct hum of machinery and buzz of electrical fixtures.
The door thing is cool.
Here, this is good for Claire.
Ah.
I can wear a cone on my head. Can't see very well with a cone on my head,
It's
but
because there's a cone on your head. Cone head.
I got cone head.
Oh, that guy. He's having a bad time.
Yo, this guy has a thing.
He has a thing? Oh.
Yeah, this thing. I
want
want this thing. Give me this. Give it. Give it to me. Thank you.
Claire says way to her. I didn't see that movie.
Yeah, that's that movie, isn't
It's
it?
the movie where there's cones
I
on
forgot that was that movie. Nice
there. Oh, is
boots.
that a dish soap in there?
Yeah,
Get
it is.
that, get that. Show
I'm trying.
that
I'm
off.
trying to.
Now that Claire's here, we gotta show off all the good stuff in
Oh,
this
oh.
game.
No, stop. I could squeeze it and it goes.
I like your dish soap sound.
How would you make that sound?
Not any better than you.
That's right. Hey, did you know these doors open both ways?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, don't come over here. There's a mine there.
You're gonna
Don't do it.
explode! Oh.
Well, I warned him. Dummy.
Claire says, "Did you do it because I did the cone thing with my girlfriend of 2 months like 6 years ago?" I doubt Andy remembered that happened.
I 100% remember that
Do you
happened.
really?
Yes.
Wow. I'm
Yes,
shocked.
that is almost exclusively what I remember that, and I don't remember the movie it was from.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, here we go. Here's a beer. And I can shake it and it fizzes up.
And you can like tip it and it like changes and shit. It's cool as fuck. I don't know. I just think that's the coolest thing in the entire universe.
My weapon. Whoa.
Get that. Oh, there was a whole thing about how glass shattering works in this game. And how, like, the pattern of the shatter depends on how you hit it. It's not just, like, one set shatter animation. So, like, what you do to the glass matters.
There's a lot of work put into the immersive
There
nature.
is. And they said, can you, like, pick up those panels? Or, like, do something with them?
Maybe.
They said you could break the panels after.
Oh, I could get my hand stuck in it.
Yeah.
There you go. Broke that one on a head crab. Oh,
Ugh.
don't put your head into a pipe.
Don't put your head into a pipe. That's what I always say.
Hmm.
Sacrifice the plunger.
I'm not gonna blow these up. I'm right next to them.
Odds Andy blows these up right now.
Really high, because my tracking is all over the place for some reason today.
Ooh, you almost put your face right through that.
It's fine.
Your face would have exploded.
I still got a face. Faces are only for pretty people. Or something, I don't know.
Oh yeah, those puzzles are pretty good.
Look at the bubbles.
Fucking bubbles. It's so cool.
Bubbly.
They did not need to do that.
This wasn't in the original release.
It
When
was
we
not.
first played the game, this wasn't in it. Look how fizzy that
This
got.
is the reason that we are playing through the game again, so we could play with the bottles.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I like that it wasn't in the original game and they were like, you know what would be sick? If we made the bottles extremely realistic.
I think it might have been, that's not where my hand is. There we go. I feel like it was something that a modder did, and they went, oh shit, that's
Oh.
cool. I don't know for sure, though. Don't
Yeah.
quote me on that. Okay, but I could just blow those up. Plunger, go!
Oh yeah, I guess you can. I remember
Plunger's
something
dead.
happening in this room, but I don't know what.
Me blowing up?
Yeah.
Might have been me blowing up.
Happened, you blown up.
I do that a lot.
Oh, is this it? Are we here?
I think we're here.
Yes. Claire, I'm so
Yes.
glad you
Oh,
joined
okay.
us for this particular stream because this is the best part of the game. If this is the part that I think it is.
Oh,
this
fuck,
is the
this
one
is
I
the
remember.
part. Shit.
was like, that last room was boring. Why do I remember it?
Alright, time to do a lot of
You
diffusing.
can't just throw something in here and then slam that door shut.
I probably could, but I think I died many times trying to do that. Pretty sure we tried that, and I think I blew up through the door. I'm sorry.
Alex? Alex!
I don't know what happened. It blew up on its own. I think my hand tracking went. Why won't you track right today? What's going on with you?
Get control of your hands.
Like right in here, it gets real pissed off. What the fuck?
Bonk!
Alex!
This isn't gonna work if my hands aren't gonna track right.
You gotta get your hands in order.
It's fine here. It's fine in the loading screen. Nobody fucking move
At you.
at my hands. Okay. One done.
If the letters touch, they explode.
But can you spell the word knife? Oh
Yeah.
god. Oh god. Don't
Go,
freak
go,
out.
it's so fast.
Okay.
Oh.
Take this.
There is so much explodey stuff.
I don't even need this.
See, that's for if you explode, you can jam it into your
Oh,
arm
really
as
quick.
you're exploding. You
That makes
see?
sense.
Yeah. What other controversial Thanksgiving opinions can I bring up? I'm trying to think.
Which is better, the parade or the dog show?
I don't really have passionate feelings about either.
Oh. All right.
The Thanksgiving that I was always used to, my aunt would always make like a giant thing of like sauteed mushrooms just because my cousin really liked them, and I didn't realize that wasn't like a popular thing for Thanksgivings to have.
Huh. Sauteed mushrooms are good.
Yeah, just like massive pot of just cooked mushrooms. It was tasty. They were like cooked in like stuff, you know, it wasn't just like mushrooms, obviously.
Oh, I'm full.
I like the parade as a concept as well. I like, you know, kind of waking up whenever in the morning on Thanksgiving and seeing some weird fucking float on TV. I remember last year when we were heading out for Thanksgiving dinner.
Did I get everything in here?
Were driving past all of the Philly parade floats as they were going back to wherever they came from.
Oh man, I forgot that there's a Philly one.
Yeah, we saw it. We saw the parade
You're right.
on TV, and then we left, and we saw the parade again in real life on 95.
I only ever watched the New York one when I was younger.
Right, I think most people do. I don't think people watch the
Oh,
Philly
there's
parade unless they're
fucking more
from
resin in
Philly.
there. That makes sense, yeah. Philly already gets a big parade.
There's so much resin in there.
Well, that's because I had defused like 50 bombs to get over here.
True.
Nice. All right, I think we're good in here.
My friend whose birthday is on Friday, she tells me that she was born on Thanksgiving.
Damn.
And that Thanksgiving was the year that the Barney balloon exploded.
Oh shit, really? That's
Yeah.
funny.
So she likes to say that she's the Barney balloon reincarnated.
That's really good. That's a good video of Barney going down.
What a neutral holiday to have for your birthday, right? And I mean, like, it's pretty good because you then, if you have a Thanksgiving-ish birthday, you don't always have a Thanksgiving birthday, right? Like, you get time off sometimes. But then every now and then you have a holiday for a birthday. I think it works out pretty well. It's a little close to Christmas, which is risky. You
Yeah,
don't
a
get
little too
Thanksgiving
close to
presents.
Christmas.
Yeah, you're not losing out. And you're like, you know, sometimes for your birthday you're gonna get an extra fancy dinner. It's not a bad situation to be in.
Oh ho ho.
Ho ho.
Oh, come on. Give me that.
Oh, that guy's face is in the way.
I can't beep it. It's too far.
Dang. Can't beep the beeper.
Can't go beep beep.
Where's Jeff?
Over here, I'm sure.
Okay.
Somewhere. No can do.
Claire says she'd like a Thanksgiving birthday just because the chances of getting good movies to see on your birthday's high. Yeah, movies come out around Thanksgiving, don't they?
Ah.
In a normal world.
Ooh, I got him.
Woohoo! You really did. That was quite the explosion.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Things are getting crazy. My hands are all the way over there.
My hands are cloned. November's a good month for movies. I believe that. Like, I haven't paid enough attention to notice, but that makes sense. What was that sound?
Oh no, I'm going over here though.
It's when they put out Oscar movies? Yeah, alright.
Not this year!
Not this year.
I'm gonna distract them.
Busy beeping your beepers, you're gonna get shot.
Whoops.
Claire said it's not working, Andy, but I don't know specifically what she was referring to. One hand on the car horn, one hand killing aliens.
Worth it. I think I used way too much ammo.
Yeah, maybe, but it was funny.
Building.
Okay, I don't see a way into this building, so I'm gonna look around.
Yes!
What is this place anyway?
It's a distillery. They made vodka and things like that.
Is vodka good?
Oh, God, no.
Russell doesn't like vodka. Got it.
Well, I I never said that.
But it's not good?
It's poison,
But
but I love it. Everyone loves it.
okay, that's all very confusing. Let me figure out how to get in, and then I'll find you some.
Wonderful if you could actually, yes.
For
Ladders.
teleport and continuous locomotion modes, we provide corresponding ladder climbing methods. By default, player using teleport locomotion can target a ladder and after a short timer, get teleported to the top or the bottom, depending on where they started. The timer was necessary to ensure that players were intentionally using the ladder. We didn't want them to unintentionally target the ladder and become disoriented when they found themselves at the other end. Players using continuous locomotion can directly grab ladders to climb up or down. In this mode, they can grab a ladder rung and move their hand down to raise their body, or move their hand up to lower it. This allows players to move up or down the ladder rung by rung in a natural way. This mode turned out to be so popular that we added it as an option even for players using teleport locomotion. As it happens, most of the ladders in our game do not extend very far beyond the upper landing area. This made dismounting the top of a ladder challenging for players using continuous ladder climbing, since there's very little ladder to grab onto above the landing area. To solve this, we detect when the player stops holding the ladder with both hands and automatically teleport them to either the top or the bottom, based on the direction they were climbing. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of explicit ladder training in the game, so some players are surprised by this teleport behavior if they accidentally let go with both hands while climbing. Nevertheless, this was a better alternative to leaving the players hanging or forcing them to fall down if they let go with both hands, especially since some of our ladders are rather long and it would be tedious to have to reclimb just because a player happened to let go shortly before reaching the top.
Can you see if the subtitles sped up again?
I can check.
Because that was very difficult.
Yeah, the longer ones still come out of sync.
They do. Settings. Speed slow? I guess so. Wild. I guess that's just how the longer ones are.
Yeah, I think the slow speed is still out of sync.
Now, I remember getting stuck here, so
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see how long it takes us to get out of it this time.
Woo! I missed.
Alyx and the knees of steel.
Just slide down the ladder. Ooh. A turlet. That exploded in my hand.
Hello? Someone doesn't want you in their turlet.
Nope.
Oh!
I can't look through this fence.
Claire said thank you.
You just see the back of a retina. Oh yeah, no problem, Claire. Here, I gotcha.
Sometimes there's stuff in the toilets. You gotta look in it.
Oh, we in this toilet. Probably smells great.
She says, yeah, woo!
Oh, it's toilet time.
Toilet time.
Hello. Hey, can you get the door? The lock. Just... Yeah, you're useless. Well, I wasn't gonna shoot ya, that's for sure. You gross little creature. You critter. Head crab would be a critter, right?
I think that gets defined as critter. Oh
Wow.
yikes, what's Half-Life about? Half-Life is about something else. This is... Would you consider this to be like a spin-off game?
I guess. It's like... I don't know, it's less spin-off than like what you would consider a normal spin-off.
Because I don't know jack shit about the plot of Half-Life, but I understand this game pretty easily. Maybe I'll try to explain it and then Andy can correct me.
Yeah, go for it. What could go wrong?
This game.
Anyway.
So. So we're playing Alyx, and the world was taken over by aliens. The Combine.
So sort of.
Sort of. They showed up.
Black Mesa opened up a big old portal to an alien planet, and then they were like, let's yeet through this.
Yeah, the aliens came in, and they were like, oh, this is ours now. So that's the Combine, so they're not good. And then there's a, like, separate alien thing, which is where headcrabs come from, right?
Yep, basically.
And also all the little weird plants, like the ones that Andy was just poking at. That stuff doesn't do too much except get in the way. So this game, in the beginning of it, Alyx's dad gets taken by the Combine. So we start the game by trying to get him back from being in jail, basically, alien jail. And we get him back, and he says, hey, so when I was in alien jail, I found out that there's a big super weapon that the Combine has, and we should probably stop them from having that. So we are working on it. It's in the vault, which is a big thing in the sky. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. So we're just working our way through different parts of the city to get to where we need to go. The head crabs turn people into zombies. True. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the plot of this game.
Yeah, that's the plot of this game.
There's a big old stinking plot to the rest of Half-Life.
There is. The end of this game confuses the hell out of me because it ties it into the rest of Half-Life, which I don't understand, and it's very complicated. But that's like the basics. That's what I got. That's my best effort.
I think that's a good TLDR. Oh,
Alyx
it's off.
and her dad have a friend / I don't know, co-worker named Russell. He's the Australian guy that sometimes talks to us.
I mean, we're basically working as the Resistance.
Yeah.
We don't like the
There's not really a lot
Combine.
of humans around.
No, we saw some earlier on.
Yeah. The quarantine zone that we're in right now was dubbed so because is it Zen?
Yeah, that's the planet that Black Mesa opened up a big... Oh, it's Russell.
Oh!
Running again.
Yay.
Ignore that. We'll meet you outside.
So when Black Mesa opened the portal, was it the Combine and Zen?
I think so. Something like that.
They opened like two?
Yeah, and I think Half-Life 1, there's like a whole bunch of like the U.S. Army shows up and you gotta fight army dudes who are trying to just kill everyone. Classic army dudes, right?
That didn't work.
Nope. And you're also fighting, I think you fight the Combine in Half-Life 1, and you also fight a whole bunch of aliens that came through the portal. It's a big crazy mess.
So we broke into the quarantine zone, which was taken over by alien stuff. But not like Combine alien stuff. Combine is like humanoid, and they're the dudes that shoot at us.
They're basically colonizing Earth.
Barricades up ahead. They're stopping
Zen
anyone
is
from
much
getting
more
any closer
like
to the vault.
Okay.
plants
So, what do you
and
think?
creatures.
Make your way into the distillery and see where it takes you. With my drone back online, we've finally got the power.
Holy fuck.
Kidding me?
That was hilarious.
Nope.
Yeah, so hopefully that was a decent explanation. I don't really know too much about the Half-Life lore and stuff. We started playing through... Did we finish Half-Life 1?
We never played Half-Life 1.
Oh, did we
I've never
finish-
played Half-Life 1.
Did we finish Half-Life 2?
I think we played some of it.
Okay. Hello, Meep! Welcome back.
Last one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why you didn't get a notification that we were streaming.
Oh, hello.
But we are streaming. We're about
Ooh.
to hit the best part of the game.
Oh no. There's a dude. Hello.
The voice actor for Russell is also the voice actor for Randall in Infinity Train.
Yes.
In case you were missing that character.
Got him.
Meep says, I see combat skills have improved massively. I don't know if they're being sarcastic.
Definitely sarcastic, I'm sure. Especially considering, you know, I've got a grubby here. There's going to be a healing thing. Especially because I reloaded my pistol by doing that. And then having no bullets in it.
Yeah.
And then be like, switch guns. Okie dokie. Hand tracking's been stupid today, too. I don't know why. It's better some days and not on others. I think my base stations need reevaluating. Now, this red cable goes over there. Got all these things. Yellow. Let's follow yellow. Uh-huh. Beautiful. Pop you in here, pop you in here. Squish. Nice. Okay, now yellow is turned on. That's good. Oh, hello. Oh, don't mind me.
Yeet the grenades.
Yep.
Backpack said no.
Seriously. I think it's because I was leaning down.
Cool feature about this game, Claire, when you pick up, you've probably seen, maybe do it several times, is like if we find ammo or anything on the ground, then he like puts it over his shoulder and lets go of it as if putting it in a backpack. And that is also how you retrieve things, by reaching behind you and grabbing it and pulling it out. It's very cool. Meep says, holy shit.
What, that I didn't die?
Maybe.
Or that I just started going crazy with the shotgun?
I'm not sure.
Because yes to both.
I was thinking about explaining backpacks to Claire. I was not paying attention to the actual combat.
Gross.
Yeah, like I think the thing that makes this game so strong is there's so many little tiny details that have gone into it that just make it like really good. It's like a whole bunch of stuff where it's like, yeah, they didn't need to do that. Meep says they were memeing earlier, but Andy does get combat style points.
As long as I get style points.
Style points are the only ones that matter.
Style points solely because my hands aren't tracking correctly today for some reason.
Yeah, Andy's having some hand issues. They're
It's
not quite attached to his body.
Really tough when we were in the room with a whole bunch of mines.
Out of cells.
Damn it.
Legs left.
Oh, I'm inside of that. Okay. I need to be over here. Yay! We got 32. We're definitely gonna upgrade something. Laser sight for that. It's kind of handy. Does this have a laser sight? No. Oh, it does. Well, I feel like I want laser sight for this. 35. Of course. I always have not enough. Alright, well. I mean, laser sight for this is less useful. Because it's a machine gun. Yeah, laser sight for the shotgun. I want to be on top of people when I shoot it. Alright, laser sight for this is going to be our next upgrade, but I'm not rich enough for that.
Dang.
I'm always like just
Broke
off
ass
for what I want. Do. Green's on. Alright, so green comes in here.
Did Russell's drone give Andy a spook earlier? It
Oh,
scared
yeah.
me.
Oh, yeah. It was surprising. I was like, I didn't hear any man-hacks. Alright. Now orange is on. You think I could jump that?
You could try.
Yeah, I guess it'll be fine.
This gets us into the distillery, right?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm so impatient for this part of the game. So impatient that my voice decided to leave.
Yo, that's like the part of the game where we have to cough.
Oh, yeah.
We get COVID at this part of the game. Jump!
Do.
Man,
Hell yeah.
no human would be able to make that jump. Holy shit, Alyx.
Alyx has.
Alyx
cyber
is a
knees.
parkour master.
We never see Alex's feet. We have no confirmation that she's not wearing long fall boots.
You're right. Well,
Or
we do
also
know that
maybe
she
jump-
dies if she falls long, so...
She's got long fall boots, except the knee replacement version of that.
I mean, in Portal 2, long fall boots wouldn't help Chell with any of those drops either. Her knees are fucked. Next map, next map. Go, go,
Alex's feet
load.
is what the teleport icon looks like. Like yellow and ghostish, yeah. Okay.
Her feet look like the yellow version of a super hot
She got
enemy.
Mickey Mouse feet.
Yo.
There's definitely a bunch of old bottles in here. Does alcohol go bad?
It only improves. It's all good, Alex.
Russell, you're breaking up.
The vodka is good, Alex.
Who wants to fight? I can't.
You know who wants to fight.
Ah! I wish you could smash him over your head.
That would be really funny if you could break them over your head. Wow, that was beautiful. Jeff, 15 nodes for this chapter? Fuck yeah, let's go.
Some of our earliest experiments on the project
Jeff is
involved
the best
placing
part of the
old
game.
Half-Life 2 models in a level and walking around them in VR. These included static models of enemies, like Combine soldiers or zombies. We found that players really enjoyed being able to inspect these models, because VR let them get much closer than they'd been able to in the past. Players reported getting a sense of the true size of the characters, and would often point out details that they had never noticed before, even though they had seen these models many times throughout Half-Life 2. These reactions led us to the idea of creating an enemy that took advantage of that experience, one that required players to spend long periods of time in close physical proximity to it. But enemies typically don't let the player get near them without attacking, so we felt it made fictional sense for this enemy to be blind, and to feature non-combat gameplay as its focus. Early experiments with guiding a blind creature using sounds were immediately interesting, and gave us a way to create scenarios unique to the product. Thus, the concept for Jeff, known as the blind zombie internally, was born.
Jeff!
Oh, it's Jeff.
Oh, it's Jeff time.
You guys want some vodka?
No vodka, only Jeff. Yes. I
Chomp
want to
chomp.
be one of those things
Chomp,
so
chomp.
bad.
They got like little eyeballs in them.
Snappy.
Oh look, you can open doors both ways.
Hey. We love to swing both ways.
Huh. Yo, this guy.
That guy's having a bad day. Seems like everybody here is not having a good day.
Yes. Gross. Zen ears.
The Zen flora you see on the wall here, which we refer to as Zen ears for obvious reasons,
Mhm.
animate in reaction to the same sounds as Jeff. Early in development, we would observe situations where playtesters would fail to notice Jeff becoming enraged by a sound. If the player died as a result, they felt frustrated and wronged. We worked to make Jeff's animations and sounds communicate his level of aggression to the player as clearly as possible. But if players weren't looking at Jeff, they could still be caught unaware. Adding these Zen ear growths to the environment was a way for us to help players be more aware of Jeff's reactions to sound.
Ah.
The Zen ears work as an extra layer of visual feedback for Jeff's behavioral state, one that lives in the environment instead of on Jeff himself.
I never noticed that.
That's very cool.
Yeah, look.
Oh, they close up if you're making sounds.
Yep. And now I'm quiet again. You.
Mask up, Alyx.
Oh, I bet they're gonna hate this.
They do not like it.
Boop, boop. Whoa. Oh. Resin.
And a head crab. Someone put that in there. Someone was like, this belongs in this box.
So, right hand is doing whatever it wants. You back? Okay.
Likes to be pet.
It likes to be pet.
That's the vault. That's the thing in the sky that we were
Alyx,
talking
come
about.
in, Alyx.
Birds.
Oh, there you are. There you are.
There's no straight shot to the vault. I'm gonna head inside and find a way out.
Oh, I wanted that chair to break.
Oh man, I could break this chair.
I wanted to smash. Oh,
I don't think you can smash
that's the Wi-Fi
chair.
router. Yes, it is.
What?
The vault.
Oh,
the
the
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi router. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
You gonna bring Russ some vodka?
Yeah, I got it.
Alyx, you're never gonna believe.
Russ?
Right from the beginning of
about
development, we
clams?
intended to feature a variety of visually distinct Zen flora and fauna in Half-Life Alyx. But we didn't yet know how these visual elements would be used to craft interesting gameplay. Referred to internally as Zen clams, the Zen plants you would see here were originally built to add visual flavor to the world and were only lightly interactive. They would track the player's head and hands and would close tight if the player got too close. When we began working on Jeff, we wanted to find surprising new ways to use sound as a core gameplay mechanic. In particular, we wanted to make players wary of the environment around them. We realized we could use the Zen clams as a type of noise hazard by having them repeatedly snap open and shut when approached by the player. We had already placed these clams in earlier parts of the game, which meant that players would reach the distillery with an understanding of how they functioned. The introduction of Jeff changed the player's relationship with the Zen clams, as they went from being harmless but annoying to a dangerous hazard that players would need to take care to avoid.
I would not avoid the clams, even if it was dangerous. Oh,
Whoops.
I love the clams. I love the clams. I love the wormies. I love all of the creatures.
Whoop, there we go.
Hey,
Hey,
you with the blood on you. You with the blood.
Me?
I got a little situation here.
do we
Yeah,
have blood on us?
sure do.
You don't happen to have a gun on you, do you?
His name's Larry.
Early versions of the distillery explored a variety of methods for subtlety, teaching players how Jeff works without any explicit exposition. Though some of the training techniques were quite successful, anything less than a complete understanding of Jeff's behavior resulted in players bungling their way through this section of the game
Hate
and having
bungling.
a terrible time doing it. Eventually, we determined that explicit training was necessary, and that's where the character of Larry came in. Larry acts as a gate, delivering critical information about Jeff's behavior before allowing the player to proceed. It's a dense learning environment and a delicate balancing act, ensuring that we deliver the rules of Jeff while still making Larry an interesting character. To spread out the exposition, you'll notice that it's distributed over a few different story beats as Larry first introduces Jeff, then demonstrates Jeff's predictable reaction to a breaking bottle, and finally explains that the player can prevent their own coughing on Zen spores by covering their mouth.
I like the rules of Jeff as a phrase.
Yes.
look at that. See it? It's a nice one, too. It's nicer than mine, which is up inside this guy. Thanks.
Jeff didn't like What the hell was that?
Oh, that's Jeff.
Jeff?
Oh, don't worry. You can't see. Here's just fine, no? Got an ear like Mozart.
Who?
All right, now let me help you out. All right, see you on the other side, Greenhorn. And keep your voice down.
He kicked something up over there.
I did. The thing I like about this game and the world is Alyx not knowing references to things.
What do you mean?
Well, he said like Mozart, and she said, "Who is that?"
Oh yeah.
There's a whole scene earlier, for Claire's sake. There's a whole scene earlier where Russell talks about a club sandwich and how you could have all the things on a club sandwich, like ham and turkey, and how she didn't know what they were.
Oh, this is
They're in
what
the
he kicked up.
apocalypse. Is interesting. Where is he? Yeah.
Watch this. See? He's totally predictable. But he will rip your arms off if he finds you.
The lad.
How'd you get up there?
My boy Jeff. My friend Jeff.
Can't throw a keg at him.
The lad. Don't hurt him. He makes the spores if you hurt him.
That's death.
That's death. Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Come on, hand.
Forget Jeff. That's the best part of the game.
Hell yeah. I can't take it with me.
You just have to carry it. We love to have a little tiny tiger. And a phone.
Jeff, it's for you.
You didn't give him
Oh, sorry.
the receiver.
You're right, you're right. It's for you.
There you go.
And something to keep you occupied. You stay there.
What if Jeff wants a friend?
What?
What if Jeff wants a friend?
Good point. Here you go, Jeff. Oh.
There, I bet that makes him happy.
Yeah.
If I was Jeff, that would make me happy. It would not make me happy if you threw all those bottles. You have angered Jeff.
Angie.
Hey, those things are nasty.
Oh, hey.
You gotta cover your mouth.
Got it. Thanks.
Hey, I almost forgot. What's your name?
Alex. Alex Vance.
Hey, Alex, I'm Larry. Nice to meet you. Try not to get killed.
Do not get poisoned. Uh-oh. Jeff gonna get ya.
Jeff's not over here, I guess.
Not yet.
A core element of both the environment and Jeff himself are the Zen plants seen here spewing toxic gas that makes the player cough. These were not created to be merely ornamental or to support the novel VR interaction of players covering their mouth. They were added specifically to solve a long-standing challenge that we had with illustrating Jeff's personal space. One of the trickier aspects of designing Jeff was striking the right balance between perceived threat and actual threat. Many scenarios in the level forced the player into close proximity with Jeff in order to create tension. We found that these moments could be exciting, but they could also become frustrating when players accidentally got too close to Jeff and were killed unexpectedly. Players reported not understanding how close is too close. We tried a number of solutions, such as adding glowing tentacles to Jeff that acted as a visual representation of the perimeter of his personal space. Touch the tentacles, and you die. Getting the look and feel of these tentacles to a satisfactory place proved challenging, however, and we backed away from the idea. Another problem we encountered was that a subset of our players quickly became comfortable around Jeff once they became adept at keeping their distance from him and avoiding sources of noise. For these players, dealing with Jeff felt trivial. He simply didn't feel like a threat to them. We discussed a variety of potential solutions to these problems, even wacky concepts, such as giving Jeff the ability to teleport to sources of noise.
Oh god.
But it was difficult to come up with ideas that didn't feel like we were giving Jeff the ability to cheat. Eventually, we came up with the idea of having the player cough. This was appealing, as it gave us a way to make the player themselves a source of noise, thus causing Jeff to pursue them. We were also interested in making the environment more dangerous generally, and so our first experiments with coughing involved littering the level with Zen plants spewing toxic gas. Initial tests showed a lot of promise. Players now felt like Jeff was a dangerous pursuer, and they must carefully observe the environment to avoid the gas. We observed that players had a natural instinct to cover their mouth with their hand to suppress their cough. This was an affordance that VR with tracked hand controllers supported very naturally, so we implemented this mechanic right away. This still left us with the problem of players being unsure of how close they could safely get to Jeff. We realized that the earlier experiment of adding tentacles to Jeff could be replaced with a much simpler approach of attaching a toxic cloud directly to him. There were multiple benefits to this. First, it gave players visual feedback for how far they needed to stay away from Jeff to be safe. Second, it made those times when Jeff did get close all the more tense, with players now needing to commit a hand to covering their mouth. Finally, we didn't need to teach the players anything new. They could carry forward what they had already learned about toxic gas in the environment and apply those lessons to Jeff himself.
One of our major goals in the design of Half-Life Alyx was to reach the widest possible audience. This meant developing for all of the major VR hardware in the market, as well as accommodating different sized play spaces, traversal preferences, and so on. The accessibility option that had the most knock-on effects into the design of the game, from controller bindings, to game logic, to level design, was the support of a single controller mode, for players who don't use two controllers. In this mode, reloading is performed by moving the weapon to the shoulder and pressing a button, much like arcade games which require the player to fire their weapon off-screen to reload. The flashlight was modified to attach to the primary hand, and gas masks were added so that players could muffle their coughs hands-free. Even the gun used in the final Strider battle, with its two-handed aiming and reloading controls, was modified to be operable with one hand.
That's cool. I was thinking about VR and accessibility and how it's probably very difficult to navigate.
Yeah. Oh, that hand disappeared.
As we refined Jeff's behavior in visual design, we thought a lot about how we wanted players to feel about him. The goal was to have playtesters describe Jeff with words such as menacing, threatening, deadly, and for that reason it became important that players not survive if they got too close to Jeff, so we decided that his attack should result in instant death. This would teach players unambiguously that Jeff was too dangerous to trifle with, but it left us with the challenge of teaching this to players without necessarily killing them. The approach we took was to give the player opportunities to witness Jeff attack and kill other characters. Early versions of the level included scenarios where Jeff and the player would encounter zombies and combine soldiers. The player could attack these enemies, or use sound to lure Jeff into place so that he could pummel them with his massive arms. This gave players an opportunity to witness Jeff's power and his method of attack without dying at his hands themselves. Unfortunately, this outcome wasn't guaranteed, as some players would opt to kill those enemies themselves. And having these other characters present was also quite expensive in terms of animation, sound, and level content. We were already grappling with the challenge of keeping this level well-paced and within scope, and so we cut these sections. But this still left us with the original problem of how to demonstrate Jeff's ability to kill without killing the player. We chose to address this by adding beats to existing animated sequences. For example, when the player opens this two-handed roller door, we added a head crab for Jeff to munch on in full view of the player. We also added a similar beat to the later elevator ride, with Jeff smashing a head crab against a wall before melting it down with acid.
Classic Jeff, always
Jeff.
smashing head crabs and melting them with acid.
Even though Larry instructs the player on the basics of how Jeff works, we found that we needed to let players test those rules without having Jeff in their immediate personal space. If we made players first interact with Jeff face to face, they often fell to pieces and forgot the rules. They would die over and over again, and their fear of Jeff would quickly turn into frustration and annoyance. This area was created to serve as a training playground, where players can observe Jeff reacting to various sounds while remaining safe from his attacks. It contains many of the elements that are encountered throughout the rest of the level, including some falling bottles, a padlock that needs to be shot, and various types of Zen plants. Jeff remains close enough to feel threatening, but he cannot attack the player. Players can spend as much time here as they need to, and move on when they feel like they've got a good grip on how Jeff works.
He's talking about the lockers behind you?
Yep.
Ah. Whoa. Hi, Jeff.
Oh.
R.I.P. that head crab. So that's Jeff. This is my favorite part of the game. The part where there's Jeff. Yuckers.
Hey, boys.
Ah. What's in this one?
Empty.
Oh, think. It's like, damn, these lockers sure are fucking loud. Oh, there's the phone.
Jeff's phone.
Where's the tiger? We'll never find it. There it is. Yay. Oh, he doesn't like it. He's allergic to cats. That was mean. Poor Jeff. Claire says you're bullying Jeff.
Oh, I'm bullying Jeff, all right.
Jeff is not having a great time. Jeff doesn't want to be like this.
Would you?
But Jeff has been too exposed to all these creatures. You know, I think being Jeff would be worth it to hang out with these fucking plants. I love them so much.
Boop.
Jeff's character design went through several significant revisions over the course of development. Just by looking at him, we wanted players to understand certain things about the character. Our first priority was to communicate his blindness. Second, we wanted the character to feel physically imposing. After all, the entire concept of Jeff had grown out of our observation that just being close to a character in VR could make for a powerful experience. Finally, we wanted players to understand the blind zombie's behavioral state at a glance. Is he feeling angry? Did he just hear something and is feeling curious? And so on. The first design that we modelled and animated was a sort of combine worker robot. The robot's face featured a holographic display that could flip between different icons that represented its state. A large piece of rebar jutted out of the back of the robot's head, sparking electricity and spewing smoke. This was meant to demonstrate that its visual sensors were impaired, making it blind. We made the robot tall and hulking. It looked heavy, unpredictable and dangerous. However, player reactions to this robotic design showed that it had problems. Players would initially focus on the head's holographic display. Parsing the face and understanding the meaning of the icons proved too challenging for players, and even worse, this element distracted from the rebar poking through the robot's head and their understanding that it was blind. Players found the robot imposing, but we weren't getting the deeply visceral reaction of fear that was desired. A trip back to the drawing board landed us with the more organic character you see in front of you. Drawing inspiration from the idea of coal miners succumbing to the black lung, we focused on the concept of a member of the Combine's Zen cleanup crew that had succumbed to the Zen infection. This gave us the visceral reaction from players which we were looking for. A human face is still visible, but the eyes are clearly decayed, communicating blindness. The organic nature of this design allowed us to lean more heavily on audio to feed back the behavioral state, with animalistic grunts and roars that came to include more human-sounding elements over time.
I like it. It's not fucked up enough. We gotta make it worse.
Yeah, right. Where can you see a face on him?
On his left side. Oh no, I guess this side. He's got a face. You see it? The very front where there's the like split.
Yeah.
Like the main lump. It's got a face.
Oh.
It's like stretched out and gross.
Oh, I think I saw it. I want him to turn around. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yep, that's his
Oh,
face.
yeah, that's gross. I bet this is loud.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Oh, man. Wow, I wish someone hadn't pointed out the face to me. I hate him way more now.
Well, then it's a new experience for you.
This is like 10 times worse now that he's got a human face. Oh, right, this is what I have to do. Ooh, some resin? Uh-oh. All right. That takes care of Jeff. He's really hitting that door.
He's upset. Chapter already over. Easy clap.
That's right. We're done with Jeff.
Get fucked.
dark time. Like, the music's like, LOL. Time for you to be sad. Shh. Shh. Boys, be quiet. Jeff will hear you.
Toner puzzles are a useful design tool, since they force players to move around the environment and also occupy their primary hand via use of buttons. In this area, the player has to aim their flashlight to navigate, point their offhand to teleport, cover their mouth to prevent coughing, follow wires with the multi-tool, and potentially pull bottles with their gravity gloves. The player has to make trade-offs as they proceed, since their two hands are overcommitted by design. One-handed players are even more overwhelmed by these many tasks. This is why we littered the distillery with gas masks the player can attach to their mouth, so they won't have to use a hand to muffle their cough. This toner puzzle went through several revisions, many of which left Jeff free to roam while players worked on the puzzle. But this resulted in players having to juggle too many elements at once, and their fear of Jeff quickly turned into frustration. The solution was to keep Jeff locked up while players solved the puzzle, with his distant roars maintaining a level of tension. We were then left with the problem of how to release Jeff so the level could continue. Initial ideas involved having Jeff break out from the freezer on his own when the puzzle was complete, but this felt contrived and scripted compared to having the player free Jeff from the freezer. The toner puzzle mechanic gave us a logical solution to this problem, with the added benefit of creating a moment of high tension for the player when they realize they're going to have to open the freezer door and release Jeff in order to proceed.
It's very good design. Being like, oh, that's good. That's probably a one-off character. We might see another one of him somewhere else. And then being like, nope, you gotta let him out again. You're not done with this, boy.
Yeah, this is the part where there's Jeff. You don't get off that easy. Hi, buddy.
Huh. Uh-huh.
Pet him.
Jeff actually only wants a hug. Uh-oh. Yeah, my hands are going everywhere.
Is there something, I don't know, is there something we could do to fix your hands?
Yeah, get a better play space and more base stations.
Enough light in our room? Does that matter? I'll turn the light over there back on. That's probably not helping. I'll bring it back. Walking around you. Don't punch me.
She's Jeff.
I'm not Jeff. Don't punch me.
She's Jeff.
I'm not Jeff. Alright. We'll see if that does anything. I had the lights off just because ambiance. But, it's a good thing to bring up. Thank you. I'm glad we have Meep here who actually knows things. Because I don't know things. Andy knows things, but he's busy.
I'm not convinced about having lights on. Fixing the problem.
Maybe that's not it. I don't know. Are you using index? Yes, we have a Valve index.
Because don't the base stations operate with
Turn the lights off.
infrared?
Oh my god, beep.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought you didn't want the lights on.
Okay, I'm walking by you again. Don't punch me.
Where's our power?
For index, they work better in the dark. Yeah, okay.
There it is.
Alright. It's all good. We're all here. We're all okay. We're in the dark. We're hanging out.
With Jeff. I wish I hit this one sooner. You, waiting for the elevator too?
He's gonna listen to the commentary node.
Oh.
Are you gonna skip
Many
that
of
other
our
one?
ideas for Jeff
We already listened to that
involved
one.
coming up with
Oh.
plausible ways
Why is
to
it
force
yellow?
Jeff and the
Oh, 'cause you
player
died.
Because I
to
died.
occupy an enclosed space at the same time. An elevator ride was on the table from the beginning, but we were unsure of how successful it would be in execution. There was also a concern that such a sequence could be technically expensive to pull off. Our first
Valve,
prototype
you have
was
all the
extremely
fucking
rudimentary.
money.
Players
Well,
would get into an elevator with Jeff,
computer-wise.
it would
Oh.
last around 30 seconds, and then Jeff and the player would exit. There was no complicated level scripting, no bespoke animations for Jeff, and no special audio or lighting treatment. Despite the relative lack of polish, players had a strong positive reaction to the sequence, even naming it a highlight of the game when we ran company-wide playtests. This convinced us that it was worth putting more work into the elevator ride to make it something really special. In the end, a lot of different disciplines came together to create the final sequence, which combines sound, animation, scripted lighting, and careful choreography of Jeff's movements and the player's actions.
We love riding the elevator with Jeff.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, I see. This is the game's way of putting me in this corner.
Yeah. Do you think Jeff doesn't feel paid? I think Jeff feels paid.
Jeff, no.
He eat the walls.
He says it's too loud.
Poor guy smashes his split head against everything. Yeah, I think that probably hurts him. I think he does not like it.
Glad there's elevator music. Dude, don't come in here.
Alright, time to get the fuck out of there.
Remember when that used to be a head crab? Oh, goodbye, hand.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Jeffington. Grain.
Oh!
Ugh. You gotta go.
We're making a lot of noise going through here.
Jeff is coming.
Most of the
Cheeky
time,
head
the
crab
noises that attract
biscuit.
Jeff are created by the player, who is either actively trying to lure him to a new location, or has perhaps made a noisy mistake that could have been avoided. The key point being that the player feels some amount of responsibility for the noises being made. The goal of the upcoming hallway was to flip that idea on its head, if only for a moment. Like a misbehaving pet, this cheeky head crab appears to surprise and infuriate the player, clumsily knocking over a series of bottles before escaping into a vent. Classic head crab nonsense. We were surprised to find that many players wanted to check and see if the head crab had indeed escaped. They would climb up onto the boxes and crane their head up into the vents. This prompted the idea of adding a small Easter egg to reward those players.
Things are getting wild here.
Find that the cheeky crab has indeed escaped to be annoying another day. The cost of adding these sorts of secrets needs to be weighed against the potential for players to actually discover them. In this case, our playtest observations made the cost appear worth it, in particular for the impact it would have in making the world feel more real. A full reality where living creatures go about their lives, even if the player isn't there to witness them.
Can I not die anymore? No, I can. I think. Have I perished? Yes. Apparently,
Have I perished?
Apparently you can't die when you're listening to a commentary note.
Jeff was respecting.
Jeff was like, you gotta listen about this cheeky head crab.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess I do have to listen about that.
Now
we
can
know.
go look for it.
That's right. This fucker. Yo, that fucker could just walk right through those things.
He doesn't care. He's Jeff.
Jeff is like, whatever. Guess it's kinda in my way. But not really.
Meep, what happened to you? Are you okay? We gotta look for the head crab.
Oh, where did we have to look?
I don't know. I think you gotta look up in the vent.
I thought we just see it. We see it jump into the vent. I thought that was the act of it getting away.
Yeah, no, you could definitely look in there. Hee hee.
Oh my god.
In both vents? Oh, go the other side too. Yeah. This head crab just wants to have a bottle of vodka and enjoy his day. Who are we to tell him he can't have that?
Head crab's like, I need this booze. That is pretty funny that a head crab is like smart enough to know to like fuck with Jeff. If it lives around here.
Yeah. I mean, if you've survived this long as a head crab, you're probably pretty smart.
You're right.
Like the dumb ones, they got.
You're right.
They're gone.
I like that. He went that way. That was cute. I wouldn't have thought to look for that first playthrough because I was too busy running from Jeff.
Right. So commentary's for it. Commentary's there to be like, go look at this thing that
That's
you probably
right.
didn't see. Snap, snap, snap. Snap, snap.
Shh. Boys.
The snappy boys. Clams represent chat.
What's happening?
Clams represent chat.
Clams.
Clams.
Clams are chat.
The meep said, wait, that's me. That is you.
Oh my
Would you like
God.
to be represented by clams? I think the clams are pretty great.
We love the clams.
If I was chat, I wouldn't mind being represented by the clams.
Me too, dude.
Just some friendly, snappy boys.
Give me 5. Okay, take a nap or
That
something.
guy wasn't dead, but that last hit took him out.
He's gone now.
All the meat.
Alyx, coming in. Hey, Alyx. Oh, there you are.
Oh, I love this
More or
part.
less. You're breaking up.
I think you're still in the distillery.
I made a friend named Jeff.
Well, that's great. Take all the help we can get.
Yeah, we're not really.
Listen, there should be a big tunnel-sized plug in the floor there somewhere. That's gonna be...
The tunnel out of here?
Correct. You get it open, I'll figure out where it leads.
The dialogue in this part is so
Yes.
good. We're, not close.
Made a friend named Jeff.
You have upset Jeff.
Since the entire premise of Jeff hinged on keeping Jeff and the player in close proximity to each other, the distillery map was constructed as a series of chambers connected by one-way transitions. Early on, we used 2 techniques in concert to keep Jeff and the player together throughout the level. First, each new area was gated with a special locked door. These took the form of impenetrable Zen membranes that only Jeff could tear through. The player would lure Jeff to the membrane using sound, and Jeff would break it open so that both Jeff and the player could proceed. We had always had a goal of having players describe Jeff in adversarial terms, as a constant pursuer or a thorn in their side. The problem with the Zen membrane concept was that it led to players describing Jeff as a useful tool, or worse, an angry co-op partner rather than something they feared. Another way that we would keep Jeff and the player together was via the use of one-way drops. Jeff would fall off catwalks, platforms, and ladders into each new area. These drops functioned as intended, but just like the Zen membranes, elicited an undesirable reaction from players, especially when repeated multiple times. Watching Jeff do these pratfalls left players feeling like he was less dangerous. They felt sorry for him, and even laughed at him. Eventually, we realized that we could use combined force fields, which the player cannot pass through, as a way to create one-way doors. These force fields allowed Jeff to move through them, but required the player to follow via another one-way path. This allowed us to build thresholds where Jeff and the player could both move forward while eliminating the awkwardness of the Zen membrane and avoiding the repeated falls that had previously made Jeff look so clumsy. Combined force fields also had a few other benefits. For one, they gave Jeff a convenient way to take a backstage route that is inaccessible to the player, like the one at the bottom of this ladder. They also tied in nicely with Jeff's fictional background as a former member of the Combine Zen cleanup crew.
Hey, Jeff, we have to send you into this area to clean up this alien gunk that's, like, messing people up real bad. So, yeah, go in there and do that. And then Jeff gets messed up. Real bad. Poor Jeff.
Do you think the guy's name was Jeff?
I'm gonna say probably not. Unless Larry knew him personally.
Yeah, you're right.
Presented some unique design problems.
The primary challenge was determining which sounds Jeff should be able to hear and making sure that players understood the rules. Half-Life Alyx contains a vast array of physics objects. However, through playtesting, we found it best to use only a small set of them in the distillery. We needed to pay close attention to each object that we did include, particularly to audio design for collisions between the object and the various surface types used in the distillery. It was important that what players heard matched their expectations for how Jeff would react. In early testing, we would find individual cases where players would say things like, "I don't know why Jeff got angry," or "I would have expected that noise to attract Jeff." Over time, we identified these cases of confusion and addressed them one by one.
Whoops.
Players always be able to identify the cause and effect of a noise that might attract Jeff. Failing this meant players were left feeling like Jeff acted randomly and they'd grow frustrated. Some experiments failed in this area. At one point, parts of the level were littered with piles of broken glass that would make noise if the player walked or teleported over them. Few players would notice the broken glass and were then surprised when Jeff attacked, so this concept was cut to avoid confusion. We had to be wary of the opposite case too, where players would expect purely aesthetic elements to present a noise hazard. For example, at one point we had placed shallow pools of water seeping in among the floor tiles. It looked really cool, but it confused some of our playtesters who thought that the sound of their footsteps splashing through these puddles would be audible to Jeff, even though we never intended that to be the case.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's gonna be loud, so I'm just gonna... Nope. Ooh, woo, what's this over here?
That's the stuff
Oh,
you need.
son of a...
Oh, womp.
Uh,
Would this be a bad time to ask you to pause for a minute? So I could step away from the stream.
Sure.
Need you to vamp.
Vamp, 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 vamp.
That, I mean, I guess that does it.
I can do like a musical vamp.
Go for it.
I don't actually have one in mind. I don't know. I did my best, guys. Hope you can all understand the trying times that we're in. I don't know, Meep. I'm sorry. Just trying to keep you occupied. Oh, no. Now I'm being bullied. I shouldn't have looked at chat. This is all my fault. I should have known better than to trust you people to understand. My job is play the games. That's how I keep everyone entertained. Now my job is taken away from me. Woe is me. Liza, you were gone for 2 minutes and I'm being cancelled.
What did you do?
I did nothing, I think.
Seems like you didn't do
Oh no.
If you got cancelled.
I didn't vamp very well. I think
vamp?
I think chat's really upset with me for not vamping very well.
Let's see. Well, Meep sent a bunch of question marks, so I wonder what happened there.
Oh, good. Thanks, Meep.
Oh man, were you trash talking me?
No.
Meep says you were.
Oh God, what the hell? Meep, you lied.
You got canceled. You trash talking me.
Look at these little guys.
I don't want to look at those.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Claire said it was fucked up when you said those bad things.
Said slurs.
Said slurs.
Yo, there was definitely resin over here that I knocked off the shelf.
Yeah, it's under the crate, I think.
This crate? Oh, it's in the crate.
Or in the crate.
That's new. Oh, he's leaving. Okay, well. I guess I'll put this down.
I really wanted it to just shatter anyway.
I know.
Unfortunate that. Alright, I forgot I could watch the game in a bigger view. Jeff says, who's throwing chairs?
It's me. I throw the chairs. Well, that was loud.
That was pretty loud. Where did that one go? Oh, is that Barnacle still has it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. Can't see.
It's like the monsters from A Quiet Place. You're right. It is like that.
Who said that?
Meep.
Yeah, it is. Oh, God. Well, might as well go for it. No, Alyx, be quiet. Don't be coughing, girl.
Don't be coughing or you'll end up in a coffin.
Ah. Oh, this is full of bottles, isn't it? Oh, I'm right at the edge of our play space. One of these is. Ooh.
Whew.
Is it this one? Nope. Nice.
Are you gonna try to bring Russ 2 bottles?
Yeah, might as well.
It's pretty good.
Nope. Oh, God. Boys! He's coming this way.
They're
Okay.
happy to see you. What do you want? They love you.
They're loud. They are rude boys. Oh, Lord, he's coming this way. Ooh, those textures had to load. Go over there, Jeff.
So yesterday at work, I smashed my hand just on like a filing cabinet. I wasn't
Like one of
doing
these.
anything. I was just living my life. And it still hurts super bad, but I'm peeved because it hurts and it looks like it should be bruised. And I was hoping that I would get like a cool bruise to show for the fact
Hell
that I
yeah.
hurt myself. It just looks like my normal hand.
Oh, this is totally the one that's full of battles, isn't it?
How many hand
No, it's
injuries
not.
do I have? At the moment, just this one. Well, it really depends on what you count as an injury. My hands are constantly cut up. I sew for a living, and you get a lot of cuts on your hands when you do that.
Huh. Could have sworn there was a thingy in here that released a whole bunch of bottles.
You know, I think I remember that too, but maybe it's somewhere else.
Maybe. Glad we got a gas mask now.
Yeah, very handy.
Indeed.
Ha! Because now you have more hands.
Oh, very good. Yikes.
Man, this part's the worst. How many
the
hand
heck?
injuries do you have, Meep? Yeah, I'm a pro sewer.
A pro sewer?
Either seamstress or tailor.
Pro sewer.
I like pro sewer better than any of the other terms I've used, so. How you gonna go up the ladder? Yeah, okay. That showed me.
Oh, he's
Get
angry.
up the ladder. Oh, you could have just gone.
There's a box I want.
Oh.
Ooh, this is another box I want. Which path will he take to get over there?
Your hand injuries because you're not as clumsy as I might be. Well, I'll have you know that I got hurt not doing anything related to the normal things where I hurt my hand. I was just going to answer the phone and I punched the crap out of a metal filing cabinet. So your comments about me being clumsy, 100% correct.
Alright, we out of here.
We out, we out, we out, we out.
Ha! You're stuck down there.
Be nice to Jeff. Do not bully Jeff.
I'm bullying Jeff. Damn. I would put these in my pockets, but...
Oh, you do have a vodka in the other one.
Yeah, I got double vodka.
It normally...
Oops.
The, spectator thing only shows that you have one vodka.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very odd. There it is. Now it shows both.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was asking you before if you were going to take two, because I straight up didn't see it.
Didn't I have 3 of these thingies up here?
What?
Why are there only 2?
Did you miss? Is one on the floor? Is it that?
What the hell?
Yes.
How do I get that?
I don't know. There you go.
Perfect.
Oh, you probably chucked it and it landed in the hole.
I guess I did throw it in the hole. Big buckets.
Nicely done.
Stop upsetting Jeff.
Jeff hates it.
We know what happens to Jeff next. You don't need to make his life worse.
His life, he's already dead.
That animation reminds me of the other day when I accidentally touched a plug when it was still plugged in.
Oh, you did do that.
Electrocuted myself pretty good.
Well, I mean, you shocked yourself. If you electrocuted yourself, you'd be in worse shape.
Yeah.
That's Jeff. Keep your voice down.
Oh, okay. Right, I don't like Jeff.
What the hell is that?
That exchange. So funny to me. Just, oh yeah, I don't like Jeff.
Figuring out how to end the player's journey through the distillery involved a lot of discussion about how players would ultimately end up feeling about Jeff. Observing playtests told us that most players simply wanted him dead, usually from the moment they met him, but there were some who felt kind of sorry for him and didn't necessarily want to see him killed. Our first version of the ending involved the player's actions unintentionally resulting in Jeff being attacked and dragged away by antlions. Part of the goal
Whoa.
is to demonstrate that the antlions are even more powerful than Jeff, to amp up the tension just before players have to square off against antlions themselves. This ending left players feeling a little empty. They felt detached from Jeff's demise and wanted to be more directly involved. Dark stuff, to be sure. Plus, we weren't really servicing those players who felt sorry for Jeff and didn't necessarily want to see him killed. There were other problems too. The antlion attack felt random to many players, which reduced its impact. And because Jeff presumably died off-screen, players were left without a sense of closure. This prevented players from being able to switch gears and settle in for their encounter with the antlions. The trash compactor was a solution to these problems. It gave players the opportunity to decide Jeff's fate and be left with a sense of closure, whether they decided to squash him or just leave him in prison.
Oh.
Even so, it has to be admitted that most players seem to crush Jeff with zero monsters.
Monsters. This man knows Portal. You monster.
You monster. I mean, I think leaving Jeff stuck in there is just as bad.
I mean, but he's not squished.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I see it as kind of mercy. I don't think Jeff likes being how he is.
You think he knows?
I wouldn't say he's entirely sentient. But he might be.
Yeah, alright.
He's definitely still alive.
Well, yeah, in some sense. Put them over my eyes. See no Jeff. What do you think? Should we leave Jeff alive or should we get him? What are your thoughts?
No, I think leaving him alive is cruel.
Okay. We squish Jeff.
Bye, Jeff. Claire says we should definitely kill that guy.
Ugh.
Oh my god, Jeff, are you okay?
Oh, he got Koga. He died doing what he loved.
With Koga?
With Koga.
Oh my god, Jeff, are you okay?
He says that's what they were getting at when they wondered if he felt pain. Yeah.
Well, he
God,
didn't
I
really
don't know.
scream much when he died, so I don't know. But he didn't like loud noises, that's for sure. But maybe that's just because he was hungry.
Oh, what did you do to Jeff?
Yeah, I trapped Jeff in the trash compactor, and then I crushed him.
God damn! Well, I hope you came across some of the good stuff. See you around.
Okay, the coast is clear. Time to get that plug open so we can get through those tunnels.
God damn! Hey.
Oh, open it. Claire says she also thinks that we're doing Jeff a favor. Oh, you gotta pull the other handle.
Oh, another handle.
Bye, Claire.
It's a
Thanks
big
for
door,
joining us.
but it's not as big as the one from Portal 2.
Yeah.
Bye, Claire.
That tunnel heads to the vault.
Great.
You have a
Also,
good
little
night,
heads up,
too.
I think the tunnel is full of antlions. Just in case I cut out permanently.
Antlions.
Yeah, you know, aliens with stabby legs.
Oh, yes, and very small, like ants.
No.
Tiny little lions.
No, that's not them. These ones are pretty dangerous.
Right, well, whatever they are, they're down that tunnel.
Yep. Off I go.
I just like Alex's no.
No. Like ants, the size of ants.
Why does he not know about ant lions?
Oh, good. That's good. Love that. It's fine. It's all fine. You think it's fine, right?
He thinks it's fine.
Yeah. Give me 5. Okay, stuck my head in your head. That didn't work out so well.
Don't stick your face in other people's faces.
It's not nice.
Rule number 1.
Everything down here is alive and very happy. Not like Jeff. He is dead.
He knows about him, but in a different way, I guess. Yeah, I can't tell if that part is like Russell fucking with us, or
Could be
if
both.
He just does not know about ant lions.
Russell's a strange guy. He
He's a
could be
strange
both.
guy.
Whoa. All right, what do you think? Is this a good place to call it
It's
for
a good
tonight?
spot to call it.
We finished with Jeff,
We
the best
finished
part of
with
the
Jeff.
game.
The best part of the game. It's pretty late. We gotta get ready for eating some food.
Eating stuffing?
Eating, not stuffing.
Love stuffing.
You can have all the stuffing tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Eat that stuffing.
Eat some stuffing.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Look at that thing. Oh, I didn't
Tomorrow
look at
is
the
Thanksgiving or whatever.
didn't look at the name of the title.
If you're an American and if you care.
And if you care. Happy loading.
Happy.
Happy. That's
Happy
it.
Jeff Day.
Oh man, Jeff Day.
We'll see ya next time. We'll fight some tiny little lions.
Tiny little lions. That's right. All right.
Size of ants. And
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Leggies.
I want to do
Do it.
the horns.
Yeah, great.
Bye everyone.
We'll see you next time with some
Is this it,
leggies.
or is it thumb in or out?
In. Thumb in.
Thumb in? What's
Yeah.
thumb out? Or am I like mixing up hang loose with the horns? Anyway, goodbye.
Bye!